to today's class. Today we're going to be looking into an aspect called isometric. I'm going to be representing that figure you're seeing at the right corner of the screen. So my first task here is that, as I always advise students, if you want to produce any isometric, your first task is to draw a horizontal line and your incline 30 degrees. After that, you're going to look for the length, breadth and height of that figure, right? So my first task here is to draw a horizontal line. Let's take it from this point downward this way, right? This is my horizontal line. My next task is that I will take my 30-degree set square this way, or my t-square this way. I will draw an inclined line, right? An inclined line this way. This is 30 degree. Similarly, I will take it to the other side this way. I'll measure out 30 degree, right? So I haven't done that. Similarly, I can just take my t-square this way and draw this instantly. Take this point upward. So I have this, right? So I haven't done that. I've get my length. So I need to get my length, my height and my breadth. Alright, my next task is to get my length. So the length here is given to be what? 40. So I'll measure out 40. From here to here is 40. Right? My 40. Indicate 40. The breadth is given to be what? 70. So measure out 70 from this point here. From this point here to this point is 70. That's my 70. Right? My next task now is that I get my height. How do I get my height? The height today is going to be what? 60 plus 5. That is 65. So I'll measure out 65. Right? From here, 65. This is 65. From this point here to this point is 65. So I've gotten the 3 points. There's 40, 65 and 70. So I'll take it from the 40. I'll take the line upward, right? Similarly, I will come to this point here, take it upward, right? So I will connect it to form a box. So alright, I'll take this one this way, right? I will take it down this way. My aim is to produce out what? A box. So similarly, I will take this down, right? I will take this man here, I'll take it down this way, and I will close it up this way, right? So I have this. I have successfully produced out my box. Now I don't need all this line, this ones here. I will delete it, right? So let's do that. Alright, I haven't done this. My first task now is that if you observe, this part here is ticking and this part here is ticking. So I will do that. I will ticken it. So I will ticken this part here from this point here to this point. Ticken it, right? Similarly, I will ticken this part from this point here to this point is tickened. As you can see at the right corner of the screen. So I haven't done this. I've taken these two parts. If you observe closely, there's an height of 5 here. So I'll measure 5. 5 my meter rule from this point here to this point is 5. It is ticking. I will ticken it. Right? So similarly, you take this man here, you take it down this way, the tick line, close it up. Right? Similarly, close this part so up. So I have this. What's my next task, please? My next task is that I am told that the distance from here to somewhere here is 10, right? So take this way, right? And now I'll measure 10, right? So from this point here to this point is 10, right? So taking it, that's 10. So I have 10 this way. Having done that, I will now at that 10, I will take my pencil to draw a vertical line this way, right? So Having done this, I will take my set square, t square this way, and connect this downward this way. Right? This point connect it downward. I have this, right? So I will take my set square this way and close here up. Close this up, right? So and draw a thick line to close that part up again. So I have this. I haven't done this. The height of this from here, there's a height of 30. So measure 30. So here is 30. I will close it up. Right? I haven't closed that up. So this 30. I haven't done that 30. I will take my set t square this way. I'll draw a vertical line down, a inclined line downward. So I will draw this downward this way, right? So I haven't done this. Half of 15 is going to be what? Half of 30 rather is going to be what? 15. So I'll measure out 15 to demarcate the 30 into two equal parts. This 15 here. So at that point to 15, I'll take this downward this way too, right? So what do I do? What's the idea here? The distance from here to somewhere here is going to be what? It's going to be what? As you can see, 9. So I'll measure 9. I have 9 here, right? So take it 9. At that point 9, I will take my t square this way and draw an inclined line downward this way. So where that line touches that 15 I've drawn, I will take in it this way, right? So the distance from here to here is what? That's 12. That's 1.2. From this point here to this point, 1.2. To this point here, 1.2. Taking it, right? I haven't done that. You take this, rotate it upward to a thick line. Automatically, from distance from here to here should be 9, right? So I'll measure out 9. So this is my 9. It's correct. Taking it, right? And similarly, take this on this point here, take it down this way. So I have this, right? I have that. My next approach is that I will simply take this edge here, extend it downward, take this edge here, extend it downward, take this edge, extend it downward, and take this edge, extend it downward. The distance from this point here to this point is 40, right? So I'll measure 40 from this point here to somewhere here is 40, right? 40. Now taking it, right? That's my 40. So my next approach is that I'll close it up with this point here. So at this point, close it up to touch this line here you have drawn, and close this part here too up. Right? I close this up too. My next task is that 40 from here to here is 40. Half of 40 is going to be 20. So measure 20. Here is the half here. At that part, I will draw a line this way such that pass to this middle line here. So this way. So I will taking this part here up. Now taking this part here up. I'll close it up this way. My next task here is that at these 2 points here, I will extend them upward. So extending them, take this upward, take this upward with a faint line, right? So I have this. The height is going to be what? 35. So maybe 35 from this point here to this point, 35, right? So it simply means 35 already given from this point here to this point, 35 already. I'll just stick in it. That's the essence of what? Producing out what? A box, right? So it's 35 already. And I measured out 30. So similarly, it should be given 30. See, it's 30. So quickly I have 30. So just close this part up to this point here, right? So take this man here at this point, take it this way, right? I haven't done that. I'll measure up here 30. From this point here to this point is 30. right? 30, and I'll thicken it. So having done this, I will now close it up to touch that faint line I've drawn here. So I'll use my meter rule to close this up. So I have this. Next task is just to draw my line from this point downward this way. So I have this. So I have this downward this way. I have this. What's my next approach? My next approach is to come to this point and draw the line connecting the two edges together. I have this way. I have this. So let me just clean some unwanted line to see what we have. So I have erased out all the unwanted lines, right? So what do I do now? What's my next approach? The next approach is that I will take this from this point here. I'll draw a thick line. I will take this at this point here, draw it down this way, right? I'll draw it down this way. So I have this. So my next task here now is that we have successfully replicate that, but I need to what? Dimension. So now let's start with dimension. So we have successfully replicate out that figure. As you can see, thanks for watching and welcome to Westlink Academy.